So I'm a huge fan of just desserts that take no time at all while cooking them. If a dessert takes 5 minutes to make, I'm happy about it simply because I want it to go as fast as possible from preparation to in my mouth.
Got it.
I'm gonna show you guys how to make like a frozen ice cream. All ice cream is frozen, but using frozen fruits.
Okay.
The whole thing is, I'm a huge believer in, if you're gonna eat ice cream, might as well just eat ice cream.
Yes.
Because I love, ice cream. I love things that are fatty. But then sometimes you come into those situations that maybe you want something a bit lighter, something a bit healthier. So it's very important when you're substituting ingredients, right? When you're making fake dishes, like it's fake meat or fake ice cream or whatnot. It's really important to
use real ingredients.
to use whole ingredients, but in the same time, think about that texture and how do you kind of get that texture again and that flavor, obviously, right? So you could make frozen banana ice cream with just bananas, frozen whatever fruit that you want, sugar, and then maybe a little bit of cream. But you wouldn't have that same smoothness, which is why I use things like psyllium husks, really like high in fiber, but in the same time will give you kind of consistency and body. Same thing with, this is dehydrated peanut butter.
Oh my goodness. So
it's basically dehydrated peanuts with a bit of salt and a little bit of sugar. And then we're gonna be using some unsweetened rice milk and then a mix of bananas and strawberries. Bananas, when you're making this kind of recipe, it's basically the key because any other fruit would be too watery. So you can actually do this with frozen avocados. So anything that has kind of like that starchy consistency when you freeze it will work as well. So really simple. We'll start with our base. So I've got my peanut powder here.
I feel like this is like nice cream.
Yeah,
right?
Pretty much.
I've never had
it's the best. It's the best. And because you don't need to add, it's not as fatty, right? And then we're gonna add 1 tablespoon or 1 heaped tablespoon of psyllium husk. This goes an extremely long way.
And the psyllium husk has all that fiber.
A lot of fiber. When you have stomach problems, it's the one thing that helps with natural movement, and it helps just basically solidify everything.
And this is rice milk.
This is rice milk, which is unsweetened. So basically, when people ask what rice milk is, basically, if you soak your rice, that's what you get. So you can even do it at home.
So this is a no dairy ice cream.
No dairy ice cream, yeah. This is actually a fully vegan recipe. So we're just gonna turn that on, turn this into a little paste. Gonna add a bit more of my peanut.
Does that thicken it up a bit?
It thickens it up, and at the same time, it has some salt. And I'm a huge fan of always adding salt to any sweet thing that I make, yeah. So we actually don't need anything too liquid, or we don't need anything too solid, and not a lot of it either, because this is the type of recipe you should eat right away.
Okay.
What you're gonna see today is when we're gonna make it now, it's gonna seem like a soft serve, less like an ice cream.
Okay.
But if you want it more like an ice cream, pop it in the freezer for a couple more hours.
So this is like our flavor.
That's our base flavor, exactly. And then now we're gonna add the fruit.
Okay.
Strawberries, frozen bananas. They're a little more thought out than what I'd want them to be, but the consistency is still there.
Could we use, like, let's say frozen mangoes?
You could use frozen mangoes, but you would still need to have either bananas or avocados just to really get that nice thick consistency. And as much as possible, you don't want to blend this too much, right? Or else it might get too liquid.
Yeah. Okay, if I thought mine was easy, yours is like thin.
So you'll see that this is slightly more liquid than what we want it to be, but that's because it was slightly more thought out.
To put it in the freezer.
So what would happen now, you can leave chunks in it as well.
Oh, I kind of like the strawberry chunks.
So this would be kind of like your more liquid side on the
This is like a
the soft serve
definitely like a
summer recipe when you're looking for something quick.
I'm obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with the dehydrated peanut butter.
Peanut butter. You should get some.
Oh my goodness.
It's the best.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor? That's not fruity.
I'm a huge fan of the macadamia nut Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream. Ever since I was a kid, I could hit 2 or 3 of those.
Mine's the Haagen-Dazs coffee with chocolate sprinkles. All right, thank you so much for sharing. This is amazing.
Yeah, very easy, simple. Anyone can do it, basically.
All right, so if you guys try any of these recipes at home, let us know. And that's it.